never thought anything like this would happen. Oh my God. Not in a town like Bourke.
It's been 36 years since teenage cousins Mona Lisa and Jacinta Cindy Smith were found dead on the side of a road in country New South Wales. Today, serious questions remain about the police investigation that followed.
This is one of the most botched investigations I've ever seen. Evidence went missing. There was not proper forensic testing. It was just an incredibly bad job.
Despite suspicious circumstances, the 40-year-old man found with them was never convicted of any crime.
Nothing happened to him. He had a good life. Their life hadn't ended out there on the road, the both of them.
I don't know if she looked like you there. They was very close. They're very close cousins.
They were like peas in a pod, you know, couldn't part them.
Mona Lisa's older sister, Fiona, remembers her younger sibling's sense of fun.
She'd chase me with spiders or bugs or whatever she can get her hand on.
Just to tease you?
Just to know that I'd gonna run from her. Oh, bless. She had a big heart, the both of them did. When you grew up in a house full of love, and that's all you knew, and then that suddenly gets taken away, life becomes scary.
Mona Lisa was 16 and Cindy was 15 when they went for a walk around town one evening.
When they went that afternoon, you know, you don't think anything bad. You don't think anything will happen.
It's not clear how the girls ended up in the car heading out of town that night.
This is one of the critical questions that the family want answered. And they also want to know why no one was ever held accountable.
It was here along this outback road in northwest New South Wales where Mona and Cindy Smith lost their lives. They were found dead on the morning of the 6th of December in 1987 beside a crashed ute. With them was the only survivor of the car accident, 40-year-old non-Indigenous man Alexander Grant. Farm workers came across the crash early that morning and alerted police. Mona Lisa and Cindy had both died of their injuries, but something about the scene didn't look right.
One of them had their pants partially removed around her ankles.
That girl was Cindy.
They saw Grant lying together with Cindy on a tarpaulin, and apparently he had his arm over her chest.
When police arrived over an hour later, Cindy's body had been moved.
Not only was Cindy's legs apart, but she was naked almost from the chest down. Now that was quite a different position to what the witnesses saw when they first drove past.
Mona and Cindy's families were called to the hospital to identify them.
That's where I found the two of them at the hospital, Mona and Jacinta. I just couldn't believe it. You know, it was unbelievable.
Grant was later charged with 2 counts of causing death through culpable driving and indecent interference with a dead human body. But not all the charges would make it to trial.
It was put to the prosecutor that you couldn't be sure about whether he had interfered with Cindy before or after she passed away, and on the basis of those representations, that charge was no-billed. Essentially means that the charge was dropped.
The family was not informed.
And I was sorry to see it dropped because I think that there was sufficient there for it to have been put before a judge and jury.
Former Magistrate Rosemary Cater Smith oversaw the committal hearing in 1990.
I think in a way a lack of commitment on the part of the investigating officers. They should have handled it much better from the beginning.
She says forensic evidence was not returned from the lab and police didn't pursue it.
I did feel that the forensic evidence could have been stronger, could have been much better handled.
In addition, Miss Kata Smith says the vehicle was never properly examined.
When he was first interviewed at the scene, Grant said that he was driving. And then, of course, I think when the gravity of the whole situation hit him, he suddenly said, no, it wasn't me, it was her, indicating Mona.
When police went to inspect the car at a wreckers more than a month after the crash, they found that the steering wheel had been sent back to Grant at his request just the day before.
I do not know. I do not know why he would have wanted the steering wheel. Perhaps fingerprints.
The family know that the two girls couldn't drive, so they doubt any allegation or suggestion that they were driving on the night in question.
An inquest into the girls' deaths was dispensed with to allow for Grant's criminal trial. He was found not guilty by a jury. The inquest was not reopened.
They should have been in jail. That's what it should have happened to him. He should have got charged for everything, what he did to him. He got away with everything.
The thing is, though, if there was two little white girls, they would have dug under dirt and everything to get evidence to charge a black man. But seeing that they were dark girls, one law for the white, one law for the blacks. The way I see it.
Grant died in 2018. Last year, the family's lawyers succeeded in getting the inquest reopened.
We want people to understand how the system let the family down and to make sure that the same mistakes and errors and negligence that happened 36 years ago doesn't happen again to any other family.
New South Wales Police told 7:30 that because the case is before court, they are unable to comment. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions said its decision to drop the interference charge was based on an assessment of the available evidence at the time. It apologised to the family in 2019.
I want to know the truth. That's all I really want, and I want justice to deal with it. Never ever thought we'd be here.
Oh gosh, I really do miss you, girl.
I think we lived a lifetime of heartbreak since this happened. I always think about, what Mona would be today. Would she have children?
I hope we can get justice for our girls.
Yeah.
For both girls, really. That's what I really, really, really pray for, that they can rest in peace.